G'day friends, first day of spring. How exciting. Some of us will be excited by that. Some of us will be feeling a bit nervous about the hay fever season. Spring is full of this hope and this promise, and yet is also really unpredictable. And you can go from a beautiful, glorious, mild day to a freezing cold day the next. So it can be difficult to kind of navigate our way through, but it's a good indication and a good reflection of what we might be feeling like at the moment too. I guess I've just been thinking about the nature of our plans and our purposes over this time. I think it's a big question regardless of what's happening in our world. And certainly we can look at all the events and all the challenges and all the circumstances in our world and wonder what the point is. And then we get down to our own kind of plans and purposes. And I don't think there would be a person that hasn't had any plans changed over the course of the last, 4 or 5 months. I'm sure that we all looked at 2020 and thought, here's the world of opportunity. Here's a new year, here's new possibilities. I know that the way that we celebrate life has changed, and what we might have planned for our funerals has changed. What we might have planned for our weddings has changed. How we care for loved ones has changed. I know for myself personally, family members have had holidays changed, and I know a number of you have had their holiday plans changed. All these plans, all these ideas, all these possibilities. Our events have changed. I saw this week the Women Machinery Field Days has already cancelled the field days for 2021. And man, the sense of heaviness for all the plans and hopes and dreams that we carry, and all of a sudden to go, that's not happening, or it's going to look very different to what we had hoped or imagined or spoken about. Whew. Plans, dreams, purposes. And I was thinking in the context of the Proverbs that are in Scripture. And the Proverbs are written by King Solomon, who's widely regarded as one of the wisest men, one of the wealthiest kings that has ever lived. Rightly or wrongly, whatever we think about that, that's how he's thought of. And in this collection of sayings, which can be difficult to read because it's like brief sayings, a lot of brief sayings all collated into one. And throughout these collection of his sayings, there's several moments where he says, commit your ways to the Lord and he will establish your plans. And there's a sense where we can go, oh, beauty, if I go to God and I say, this is what I want to do, and this is my grand plan, God, this is how I want to do things, this is what I imagine for my life, this is what I want, he'll establish it, he'll make it happen. And I think we've got it a bit upside down at times because we look at that and then we think we've got to pursue this some sense of grand destiny. If I don't have millions of people following my Instagram page or my Facebook page or whatever latest, the TikTok page or whatever the latest rage is, then I might not be fulfilling my destiny. If I'm not going overseas and traveling the world, then maybe I'm not really fulfilling my destiny. And I've just been reflecting through this time and this season that perhaps God establishing his plans is again raising up people and calling people back to the simple things in life. You know, things like loving one another and treating each other well, being faithful with what we've been given in the time that we've been given, in the environment that we've been given, being grateful. Or what about being people of integrity who follow through and do the things that we say we would do? Or what about when people treat us badly, we won't use that as an excuse for becoming bitter and resentful? I can't help as I think about committing our plans to the ways of God, that he established his plans, that it's more about us releasing things into God so that he can do his best work within us. And as he does his work in us, we might actually find a greater destiny being fulfilled, bigger than we ever imagined anyway. Commit your ways to the Lord and he'll establish your plans.